Hi guys, my name's Dee.
And I'm Kayne.
And we're from whysocial. Today we wanted to talk to you about stress management as a business owner. Now I think this is a super important topic given the times that we're in right now.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So right now we're in the whole coronavirus lockdown and we're in isolation. This is our isolation place, which is pretty cool, and we're pretty lucky to be here. However, right now with the times that we're in, literally our income goes from X, 80% drop, like many business owners and most business owners out there.
Yep.
So now's a stressful time for us and for majority of other people.
Yeah.
So how do we deal with that?
Yeah, and I think it's not only the stress of like finances and income, and I think it's also the stress of when the hell are we gonna bloody be allowed to go out and lead a normal life, because I don't know I'm really don't like being stuck at home. Kayne will vouch that like if I'm stuck at home for a couple of days, I am like ready to get out. So I guess a few of the strategies I've been working on, and I guess Kayne will go through his for himself. I do a meditation every day when I put Amara to sleep. So that really helps me. It's like more kind of breathing, focusing on breathing. So that's one of the first things that I do, and I've been doing that for quite a while now anyway, but I definitely keep doing that, and I do it multiple times a day if I need to. And the other thing is I go out on my paddleboard as much as I can. I kind of realised last week that I definitely need my own alone time without Kayne and without Amara, because I've got a 16-month-old, and that's pretty full on in itself, especially when you're stuck at home, and trying to run a business as well. And then thirdly, I think just making sure you're taking time for yourself, like whether that's reading a book or going out, which I would love to go out a little bit more, but we can't do it. But doing all of those little things that are for yourself, whether you like a shower or just things that are going to fill you up.
Yeah. So for me, I'm a little bit different in regards to stress management. So it's more about, for me, so obviously now there's a time where we're all stressed because there's a problem with the business. Income's gone from X to X, and I'm more about, okay, what's the solutions and what can you do to change that current circumstances. So obviously working on little ideas and pivoting and stuff like that is where my go-to is. So I don't
problem solver.
Yeah, so I'm not so much of the what have we lost. It's like, okay, how can we build it back up, and what do we have to do to build it back up? So for me, it's more so about talking ideas through and just being creative again, I guess.
And I think I take a little bit more time to process everything, so it's taken me a good couple of weeks to get my head around everything, like where we've been and where we're at currently, which is a pretty shitty situation, but it took me a while. Like I probably only say the last couple of days I've been able to actually go, okay, I've gone through that phase, now how do we move forward? Yeah.
So I think another thing is to know is obviously know your numbers and know where you're actually at and where you need the business to get to, not back to where it was or whatever in these current circumstances we're in, but like what do you need to survive basically. And then what sort of, I don't think necessarily what do you need to cut out, because obviously you do need to cut things out, but don't focus on that. You got to focus on more so what can you do now, how do you have to pivot, how do you have to change direction in order to build it back up, and you just got to work your ass off.
And I think there's a happy medium with that. Like I know you're saying don't concentrate on what you need to cut out, but I think you need to do both.
You need to be aware.
You need to be aware, cut out all your incidental expenses that you can, and then obviously focus on how you can bring in other income. But hopefully that helps you guys. If you do like the video, share it around, tag any of your business owner friends, or if you just feel like a vent, comment below.